What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So I have Dad in this video with me.
Hello to each one of you watching this video.
So basically, I've been having a lot of comments and people just asking me questions on my upbringing or asking me questions about why my parents chose a girl and not a boy and the whole process behind it. And I thought, why not get into it? Because I did put out my adoption video, but I haven't really talked about this in depth. And more importantly, I think it's very, very important for a male figure to be talking about a topic like this. So I wanted to ask my daddy.
Okay, I'm here.
So people have always asked, like I said before, why did you choose to adopt a baby girl and not a boy at the time?
Well, I come from an area, India, where people have a mentality to have boys and the girls are not treated the same. The things are changing now, but couple of decades ago, it was different. The boys were preferred over girls. I'm ashamed to say that, but that was the fact.
Yeah.
So, and I used to see a lot of people giving away, girls away for the adoptions and all that. And I never saw little kids, young boys roaming around the street. I
Yeah.
always saw little girls, year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old. So that was the time which inspired me to adopt a baby girl.
I have to say that when I went to India and I was visiting orphanages, that's what I do when I'm there. There was this one orphanage and it had 300 girls. Remember that I told you?
And there was not a single boy.
Not a single boy. It was 300
So that's
girls.
that still is the mentality, and hopefully, God willingly, one day that it will change and there will be no boy and no girl in the adoptions.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Every kid deserves
A loving
a
home.
loving home. And that's what inspired me to have a baby girl. And girls are prettier than the boys anyway.
Oh, well, guys, sorry. It's true. When my dad adopted me, he did have a couple of people say, why didn't you adopt a boy? And a lot of the times these people would say that, you're going to have a girl and you're going to bring her up and then she's going to get married and then she's going to leave the family, this whole mentality that they have. Or they say that the boy would be the breadwinner of the family, that he would carry on the legacy. But a girl can carry on that legacy too. It's very important to know that.
It doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy. I believe either one of them can carry the legacy, and either one, there shouldn't be no difference between the genders.
Yeah.
What girls can do, boys can do. What boys can do, girls can do. And especially in a family structure.
Yeah.
They say, oh, the guy can only handle the business next generation. No, even the girls these days, they do the business and they do it a better way than the guys do.
Yeah.
Because they're more focused on it. And I believe that there should be no differential between the girls and the boys and all that. But my reason was to adopt a baby girl so that we can give a happy home, a happy family to a girl who can in turn also give us a lot of happiness. Actually, you've given us more happiness than we have given you.
See, my dad always, I'm trying so hard not to cry. My dad always says that to me. He says that you have given me more happiness. And I always say that I feel like I am so blessed to have such amazing parents. My mom's also watching this video. She's not in it though, but she's smiling right now. But yeah, I am very, very blessed because one important thing was when, I think it's January, there's a festival called Lodi.
Yes, Lodi is a festival where they celebrate the birth of a new child, and they only celebrate it. It used to be only celebrate if you have a baby boy.
Yeah. And when my parents had me,
we celebrated it your first time when you were there in January. We celebrated with full swing. Your grandma, your grandpa, your uncles, me, your mom and mom's sides, everybody. We celebrated the Lodi in a big way and distributed the sweets. And some people thought that we were going crazy. Why are we doing that? But, for us,
Yeah.
there's no difference. A baby, a kid,
They
a
should be
child,
celebrated.
a child. Every child should be celebrated.
Exactly. There was one thing that was said was when a lot of people say that if you bring a girl, you raise her, you educate her, then she gets married and leaves the house. What do you have to say for people who have that type of mentality?
It's such a crazy mentality that it's not an investment that where you're going to put, and after 25 years you have to, the daughter will go away. It's not that. It's those 25 years, those 365 days a year, those 24 hours a day, and those 60 minutes every hour. The love you get and you give and you get.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Enjoy that journey.
Yeah.
Don't worry about if the girl is going to go away or what happens after that. But that during 25 years or 26 years,
Yeah.
whenever the girl gets
27,
married,
28,
you got
29.
to, or 28 or 29, whenever she's ready, let her, if she wants to go, let her go. But enjoy that journey for that time. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's where the happiness you have given us, my family.
I have to say one thing that my dad said, which you have to pick up on. Whenever she's ready. So that could be at any age. What's important is not, oh my God, that it's her time to get married. What's important is whenever she's ready. And Dad has this really cute joke with me, and I love it. And he says to me, he goes, whenever you decide to get married, it's fine. Just, have the guy move in with us.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Or buy the house right in front so I can look directly to my dad.
Yes, that's what the love I get from you.
So
because I cannot be without you.
And I can't be without you.
I cannot be without you. But coming back to the point again,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Just enjoy that time. Your daughter is with you. Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And give love to her and get love from her.
My dad and I went to India last year where we partnered up with World Vision and we built washrooms in villages for schools, especially for girls, because the sad reality is that a lot of these girls, they would have to go to the bushes and go to the washroom, and that is very dangerous because there are horrible cases of where they...
Rapes and all that, sexual abuse.
Yeah.
And also at a certain age, they cannot go there.
Yeah.
They cannot go to washroom when they're 11 or 12 or 13 years old. They cannot just go to the washrooms anymore.
And what happens is they miss a whole week of school because when they're on their periods, where can they go clean themselves?
Yeah.
So we went with World Vision and built these washrooms.
Amazing organization.
Yeah.
What a great organization, World Vision. Gave us the opportunity, me, my daughter, my family, to work with them and inspire the girls there.
Yeah.
So that they can they can continue their education after they're 11 or 12 years old, to continue their school and hopefully finish their high school and then go to the university and further better themselves and be a big part of the society and the country.
There's this one thing that my dad always says, and he says that if you educate a boy, you're educating an individual. But if you educate a girl, you're educating a whole family, a whole village.
The whole village.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's what we did in Faridkot in Punjab, where World Vision took this challenge and decided to build 60 washrooms in 20 schools so that thousands and thousands of girls can go to school.
Yeah.
And further their education.
We spoke to many of them, and they were very, very grateful and thankful because they have all these dreams that I want to be a judge, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a so-and-so, I want to be an actor. Like, all these kids have these dreams, and every child deserves a chance
to do that. And you know what? That project, Daughters of India.ca, is an amazing project. You can go check it out, and you will be really inspired by that also.
And coming from that is what my upbringing, I just wanted to talk about that. My parents haven't limited me to anything just because I am a female. My dad has always told me to shoot all the way past the stars. And he supported me in whatever I chose to do, and I chose to go within acting, and his support has been tremendous, and my mom's prayers have been tremendous. I know she prays constantly for me when it comes towards that, and I'm very, very lucky about that. But there are people out there, girls, who are not able to complete their dreams. So that's why it was very important for us to go back with World Vision to have these girls and have their dreams in the process of being completed. But even now, I know that I get comments from many females that say that, we can't do this. Our parents want us to just be a doctor, or our parents just want us to do so and so in our career. So what do you have to say to those parents?
Well, a lot of time people tell me that, oh, how come you have a 3 dealerships, car dealerships? Why doesn't Tia works in that dealership? But I said, no, that's not her passion.
Yeah.
Not right now. And she wants to be an actor. She wants to be a YouTuber. And I believe, doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy, do what you want to do, what your passion is about. But because when you do what you are passionate about, you are definitely going to be successful with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I tell every kid. Even if you want to be a doctor, you work with that. If you want to be a scientist, do that. If you want to be a artist or a singer, do whatever excites you, whatever you are passionate about it.
Yeah.
And that's what every kid should be allowed to do. And we as parents should support them mentally, financially, in order to achieve their goals.
It's very important that for parents to understand that they have to not just be a mom and dad figure. It's very important for them to be your friends. And that is the reason why I feel very comfortable to talk to my parents, because they're my friends. I can come home and tell my mom how my day went. I can come home and tell my dad, this is what happened, this is how I felt, and all of that. It's very important. Like, I know that us kids know that we need these connections with our families to be able to talk to them, but there are parents who come from a different type of generation, and I don't personally hold them responsible for that, because, it's how they have been brought up. It's a specific way that someone's been brought up. You can't just change it like that. It's a work in process. So eventually I broke down barriers. My dad was an extremely different individual that he is now. And I have to say that since I was 13, 14, barriers started breaking down. Our communication is what increased. He wasn't just dad for me. He wasn't that, oh my God, I'm scared to tell my dad. I'm now more of, I'm going to tell my dad. I want to share this with my dad. And that's very important for a daughter to have that relationship with her parents.
And we have that.
Yeah, we have that. And I'm very happy.
And you make me proud all the time. You don't do, you're a very good child. You have been a very good child, and it has been sort of a blessings. Mm-hmm. You have been a blessing to me.
You've been a blessing
to us.
me. Yeah.
You inspire me every morning when I go to work. I look at you and I'm inspired.
My dad said this thing to me today. I know what he's getting into. He's like, we have to tell people how to take care of their girls. I'm like, how? His response was, work overtime and spend money on them.
On the daughters. Otherwise they will.
What?
Otherwise we won't get the...
He's so bad. That's not true. Okay, that's a full-on
Well,
show.
I tell you all the time, I'm working for you.
I know.
I've been telling you that for a long time.
Yep. So on my vision board, my biggest thing I have, which my father would never do because he's a workaholic, is retire my father. Now I know for a fact that what I'm doing is in a whole different career line. Like acting, it takes time. It's something that you're invested in daily, doing your acting classes, all of that. It has to do with
field.
Luck, talent, everything combined. It's a tough field. But that's the thing. My parents have done so much for me, and this is the way I know how to give back. I know how to give back by working on my craft, and I know how to give back by being that daughter that can communicate with them. Being that daughter that, I choose. If there's parties, I choose home. If there's even to go out with my friends, half the times I bring them over here. I'm a homebody. I like being with my parents, and my parents have created that environment for me, which is very important for kids to have.
Yes. And for me to continue work, and also I think during the last 2 years what has happened, important part is when we got connected with World Vision and inspiring those underprivileged girls and giving them an opportunity and giving them the hope. That's what I would want you to work with in the time to come, because it's the most satisfying feeling
Yeah.
I ever had in my whole long life. So I want you to sort of continue that, and I'm going to continue doing that.
And I feel like that's something we all should do. We all need to, break these barriers and help each other and help each other grow. Like we said, each child deserves a chance. So let's say, I know there's upbringings of children that have not been in a home the way that I am. So for those children, as you're growing up, it is very important for you to break those barriers. Sorry, it's very important for you to continue this process of giving other kids that opportunity and helping those kids out.
Very important.
Yeah.
If we want to make this our journey, our life journey, a good one, a satisfying one, and a blessed one. That's very important. Help someone, even if you don't know them. Pick up someone who's down, pick them up, even if you don't know them. That's very important.
Yeah.
We all get blessed when we do things like that. So I want you to do that in the time to come and continue that journey in that line.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I felt that this was something that, I don't know, I'm holding my dad's hand. This is very important. I can hold your hand. This is very important to talk about. And I'm very glad that you did it with me because, like I said, it's very important for a male figure to,
Well, you called me when I was at work. You asked me to come early. I'm here because tomorrow I'm going to Vancouver.
I was like, if you want to go to Vancouver, you have to be in this video.
That's right. You blackmailed me once again and said if you want to go to Vancouver for a Raptors game, the preseason game tomorrow, then you have to come early. And here I am because I'm going to be in Vancouver tomorrow supporting my beloved Raptors. Let's go Raptors.
That'll be today once this video is up. But yes, now Raptor season's starting. Now I have to share my dad with the Raptors.
Let's go Raptors.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And if for any of these kids that, you feel like that they need help or they need someone to talk to, I would love for you to share this video because I really want them to know. And for parents also. Families need to sit down and watch this video together and create a better relationship within each other. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.